2510 RB Passport here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a very popular, very lightweight, easily towable, highly reliable couples camper. That's a lot of qualifiers, and I'm going to kind of hit on those as I go through. My personal belief is that every travel trailer is the best for different reasons. So why invest money with the Passport versus brand X? Those are the things I want to focus on during this little tour here. Not every lightweight is going to have a fully enclosed heated underbelly. Those are uncommon things. That'll help extend your camping season. Very few trailers, period, have the type of frame used under this. Most are traditional I-beam frames, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're very strong, they're price effective. They are a little bit heavier though. And again, this is made to be a towable, comfortable, lightweight unit. So they use a different frame under here. It's a huck bolted frame by BAL, B-A-L components. And long story short, it's made with HSLA steel, which is high strength, low alloy steel, meaning thinner but stronger. That's one of the ways they keep the weight down here, and that's a huge difference. This frame costs more under this camper, but it's also more rigid, and it's one of the reasons that this is one of the lowest instance of warranty claim trailers we have. Last year in travel trailers, this thing, the Passport, was one of our very most reliable. You know, that's what I like about it. There's prettier girls at the ball, but this one always gets you home. The cable slide systems they use here are another one of those lightweight but reliability points. A lot of people look at those and they go, oh man, that's just got to be cheap. It's a system that's been used for a long time. It's been well engineered. It continues to perform and perform well. Every Passport in the Grand Touring segment, which is what we're looking at, is either going to have a bumper mounted grill, or if it's a model with an outside kitchen, it'll have a little outside cooktop. So you always have an outdoor cooking method with any Passport. And look at the size of that power awning. They really can't make it bigger. It starts all the way at the rear wall and goes way to the front, right where the nose starts to taper down. So you can't put a much bigger awning in here. Now, we're parked right next to another new arrival, so I wasn't able to really open the awning all the way. But these arms, you see how easily I can move this right here? This is your pitch adjustment. You can easily, with just your bare hands, pitch your awning so that you can get some rain runoff. And you got to see it right there. It was just that easy. They also use wide stance load equalization axles. This is going to do a couple things for you. First of all, it's easier for the trailer to ride level and not nose heavy, not tail heavy this way, because the axles are going to try to balance that out. Secondly, they're 9 inches apart more than other travel trailers. That adds a measure of built-in anti-sway. Basically, stand with your feet right next to one another and then have someone push you. You're going to like fall. But if you put your feet sideways like this, spread them apart, and somebody shoves you, you've got stability. That's the exact, whole point of this thing. That's how it works. The 2510 here has a couple really big windows. That's one of my favorite parts about this, is that it has quite a few windows. So you don't necessarily need to worry about kicking on some interior lights. Even without them, you can see it's nice and comfortable and bright in here. I don't remember the name of this color scheme offhand, and I want to mention real quick, the pictures that we have may be slightly different from this video, like you might see different fabrics in our picture tour versus our video. This is kind of stock footage here to tell you about the Passport series and to show you the extra level of service we'll go to at Haylett's before you've even picked up the phone. Odds are, we've had a lot of people report that they're learning more from just our quick video tour than from an entire visit with a salesman at a dealership. So what we've got here is an ideal couples camper. 25 feet, lightweight, well in the realm of half-ton towability. Easily. But we're going to get very nice look, obviously, great reliability, and we're going to get the space thanks to this big super slide here. Now, grandpas, grandmas, or something like that, if you have grandkids come along, the dinette here, when they do show up, which really generally isn't often for most people, this will fold down into a 7-foot bed. So you can easily fit a couple grandkids here. And then this can also fold down into a small bed. Obviously not for big kids or anything like that. You're going to get good cross ventilation here. You see this big trim here? This whole window pane slides open, and you got another one like it right over there. I don't believe there's an exception to this rule. I believe every single window in this floor plan does open for cross ventilation. Toward the back here, you're also going to get exceptional storage, and that's something that a lot of couples campers just really don't have a great quantity of. So you've got an extra massive wardrobe back here that could be used for anything. I mean, if you had to, you could get some of those like plastic shelf organizers to put in here and have all kinds of room. They left this big window open back here just to get some extra cross breeze, but now they made it multifunctional. They left a little power outlet up here, so this is also a very good like charging station for devices. The bathroom here has a standing fifth wheel shower, not a cheap travel trailer tub, and that is highly unusual in lightweights. I think you got to peek at my head in the mirror there, and for that, I apologize. It's probably the ugliest thing in this camper. Well, not probably. It is. Anyway, moving on. Now, right here, you can have either a single wardrobe and a pantry, or you can adjust these shelves however you want to, and you sort of get both. You can get dual pantries, you can get linen storage, you can make this anything you want. And that's what's kind of cool about it, because if you are couples camping, the way you pack this camper may be different from if you do bring along some grandkids. Let me step back one more time just so that you kind of get to see the total flow of how I'm spinning around here. That's why I like to put these together, because you get to see things that photo tours just can't allow for, such as the depth and size of these overhead cabinets. These are huge. To give you an idea, you've all seen this, right? This is about the size of a dinner plate. Well, look at how big this cabinet is compared to that thing. It is dwarfed by the size of this cabinetry. And look at the size and the strength of the reinforcement that they're putting in there, that piece of mounting wood, basically. Let me back up here. The kitchen space that we're going to go back to in a minute has quite a bit of hidden storage yet. I did want to give you a nice big roundabout view from back here. Notice just little touches too, like a skylight here in the ceiling. Actually a vent, not even a skylight, a vent that can open and exhaust heat while you're cooking. This is something a lot of people aren't aware of. You do have big drawers in this, because I've seen a lot of people say, well, they don't even have drawers in here. They do a lot of very smart things to keep the structure up and the cost down in here. Now, these doors that they're using right here, that's a standardized door that they use all over the trailer. Like you see them there, you see them there. Well, it would cost them more to re-engineer and have a drawer faceplate. Not much, but every penny counts. So you still get drawers, you just enclose them off in a more efficient fashion. And I've not heard a single person really say, man, I really can't stand the way those drawers work. They also are really smart in that they give you a big spot for a trash can right here, which a lot of brands don't. What you're going to have to do is take like your Walmart or Target bags or whatever, tie them to this handle and have this ugly plastic bag hanging in your living room, which is not the reason you spent this kind of money. I mean, let's be honest. There's, you know, cheaper things you can do with your afternoon than buy an RV, but there's not a lot of them that are as fun and as long-term. This is a long-term investment. That's why I like to give you this information so you understand what you're investing in over a longer period of time. This is Keystone's #1 selling lightweight. There's reasons for it. That's why I put this together. For instance, we have sliding privacy doors, not just curtains. So you get doors on both sides, and you can see that the television does pivot. That's been the problem in the past with a lot of rear bathroom floor plans, is that the TV is mounted facing straight. So if you are sitting over here in the sofa, you can't really see the television because it's pointing somewhere over there. But you see, that's not the problem here. Now we've got a nice big 32-inch flat screen that points wherever we want. Cooking in the kitchen? Great. Turn the TV. Face it wherever you want. It goes where you want it to go. Your stereo down here is all-in-one. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth enabled, auxiliary inputs. There's even a handy little pocket over here with some chargers so that you can keep like your phones charging while you're playing music off of them. Your centralized control panel here handles your awning. If you wake up at night and you find out that the wind kicked up when you weren't expecting it, and you can hear the awning banging around out there, well, you're sleeping 4 steps away. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Push the awning in button. You don't even have to get dressed. You don't even have to rub the sleep out of your eyes. You can roll your awning back up, take 4 steps, go back to bed, sleep it off. Not a problem, you know. It's so much easier. Not to mention, if you forget that you accidentally left the porch light on, it's backlit, so you can see that from the inside here. You don't have to go outside. Another big difference in the bedroom of this one is that this is a highly reliable but budget-conscious lightweight. But it also has a 60 by 80 inch true queen bed. It doesn't have the cheaper 74-inch camper queen you tend to find in most budget-friendly lightweights. This doesn't do that. Now it also has smarter day-to-day use features, like we do have power outlets down here next to some bedside stands. We do have not only just side wardrobes, but full overhead storage as well, not just a shelf. If anything, I've seen a lot of brands start to cut that out, because what they're trying to show you is, oh, look how much more space you get, but you're giving up storage to get it. So give us a call, learn a little more. I hope you found this useful and informative. 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.